Yes.
Hello, and welcome back to Kavran. The story so far. Not in its entirety, obviously. Just a brief recap. So you guys escaped from the dragon, eventually. Very well done. After a little bit of time, you made it back to the city of Yelion. Well done, escaping the dragon once more. You bought some diamonds. You found some diamonds. You resurrected both of your friends. Arwen was fine, was able to recover after a few days. Stix, however, was less fine. He did not show signs of recovering and indeed had a difficulty casting spells, a weakness, general weakness to his health, and a large patch of green scales on his side as a result of his time spent in Uxin's tank. You went to spend some of your gold that you had managed to acquire from him. Piper bought a magical deck of illusions. Arwen upgraded her bow to magical, and Klari got her dagger repaired. You then headed out of the city with Stix to see if you could take him to Amaris and she could heal him. A little ways out of the city, you heard the proclamation from Uxin demanding that the city hand you guys over, or he will bring his wrath against the city. You travelled quickly using Piper's polymorph and the necklace of Vault, or the vaulted necklace, for a time. Drifting slightly off course in the dark, but you discovered a curious pool that seemed to be putting animals to sleep. Unable to rouse the animals affected, you were able to retrieve the item from the bottom of the pool, this large yellow stone that seemed to be responsible.
Why did we not take a flask of that water? How useful would that have been? Maybe. Shit.
You
Bella.
made it back. You did eventually make it to Amaris. And she was able to aid Stix's pain, but not immediately cure him. She said she had to stay with her for some time so she could ascertain how deep this infection went. Just removing it might have a more serious impact if it had spread deeper to his internal organs and things like that. So Stix was staying with her for a little bit of time. He was able to return the party quickly to the city via a network of plant roots magically transporting them, where they sought out a barracks of soldiers looking to gather support and help to take on the dragon. Unfortunately, they were met with stealer resistance and found themselves being escorted to the manor house of Lord Bloston, the Lord of Yelion.
Oh yes, Algernon.
And that is where our story begins this week. You guys are escorted outside. There's this group of about 12 or so soldiers around you. And there are several guards on the gate, but given the group you are travelling with, they open the gate when they see you approaching, and you are escorted inside. This manor house is extremely grand. You walk for several minutes up this long, winding path to the front door through beautifully manicured lawns and bushes with beautiful flowers on them. Everything is in the height of its bloom. The front door to the house is a large set of dark double doors, which again has a guard on it, but seeing you approach, the guards open the door and you are escorted by this group inside once more. However, as you make it through, most of the guards hang back and do not enter, leaving you with just this captain. She escorts you inside. And turns around and says, please, wait here.
Will do, Baba.
Crosses the room, opens the door, and sticks a hand inside and says, please, fetch his lordship and tell them they have arrived.
Who's... I imagine it's... Oh yeah, right. Never mind.
The 5 of you... Wait. Sorry, I can't remember actually. Was Arwen with you guys, or was it just the 4 of you? I think it was just the 4 of you.
Yeah, Arwen stayed behind.
Oh, yes, Arwen, yes. You guys returned to the city and...
Oh no, and then we found her.
Yeah, I was there.
And now, she is with us now. Yeah.
Okay.
She stayed behind going to get Amaris, but we picked her up first thing.
You picked her up. Yes, you picked her up and she picked up her bow that she got upgraded.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay, yes, so the 5 of you, sorry, are there. And she turns back and just stares, stands looking at you all. A few moments later, a servant returns and says, his lordship will receive them now. She turns and escorts you down the corridor, again to a large single door, heavy oak door, knocks on it before immediately entering. And you find yourselves in a large round-roomed study. It looks like there are several portraits on the wall of very finely dressed looking elven nobles. Indeed, over the fireplace there is what looks like a family portrait of a large-looking room. Indeed, almost looks like it could be a mirror of this room. There is a old, incredibly old-looking elven lord in a high-backed chair. Similarly, an old looking female stands beside it, her arms sort of across the back, almost around the lord's shoulders, and then on slightly behind there is a younger looking elven lord and another younger looking elven woman. And as you look across the room, you can see 2 of these figures from this portrait. One you assume would be Lord Algernon, the slightly younger looking lord. And what you assume is probably his wife. Lady Genevieve. Lady Genevieve.
Genevieve.
Genevieve, not Genevieve. That's Lady Genevieve. Them two got in for the play. A play called Genevieve and Genevieve.
And indeed, you also recognise standing at his lordship's elbow, or just behind his lordship's elbow, really, as any good servant should be, out of sight, but at his master's, at a moment's notice, you recognised Everand, Lord Bloston's personal aide, who you briefly encountered when you first arrived in the city.
Yeah, totally.
Standing there with us.
Hey, my guy.
other figure in the room is a tall elf with black hair. The figure of Lord Leocas, Stix's father, is also in the room.
Oh, shit!
Why the fuck is he here?
Interesting. Yes, that is certainly a development.
You all enter this large study. There are several large windows that let with heavy curtains that are currently open, and the room is well lit and quite welcoming at the moment. If it weren't for the stern expressions on Lord Leocas and Lady Genevieve's face, Lord Algernon's face is reasonably impassive at the moment. Anyone would like to make an insight check, they can. So they can determine anyone's motivations.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm pretty good. Yeah, actually, you have like insane insight, like +9. If you want.
19. Okay, so Klari, you get the sense that both Lord Leocas and Lady Genevieve are currently in opposition to Lord Algernon. And whatever it is he has decided or wishes to discuss, you catch a few sort of, the tense set of their shoulders, and the way that Lord Leocas has his arms crossed, and he's standing at the windows, like looking away from the whole situation, as if he doesn't believe that this gathering, this conversation, or anything like that is necessary, and a decision should potentially just be made. But you're welcomed in. Lord Bloston stands up and is like, thank you, Captain. That will be all. I'm sorry to have you all dragged in like this. It's a bit of a rum-do, I'm afraid, unfortunately. But nothing can be done. At this, his wife just sort of sneers up. Well, something can be done. It's like, that's enough. I have not made a decision. Is the point?
A decision on what? I might humbly ask.
The decision I have decided should rest with you all. It's it's a bit of a raw deal, but my wife and his lordship are here because they both believe that we should not give you a choice in the matter. That we should have you just round it up and hand it over for the good of the city.
Well, of course, he would think that he looked crazy.
I, on the other hand, believe that you should be given a choice. I believe people should have the chance to do what's right, and for the greater good is not a mindset that I am inclined to follow. Just sacrificing 4 of you for the greater good of the city does not seem right, but I would hope. My wife believes it is a fool's hope that, as you are adventuring folk, you will be inclined to do what you feel is right. As such, now is your chance. With your word and your will that you will face this dragon head on and deal with the problem that it seems, or others believe, and you see his eyes look over at Lord Leocas, you have created. You will do the right thing. something and rid us of this problem. Alternatively, I have made assurances and set in motion plans that anyone that wishes to leave the city can. You will have safe and secure exit to leave the city. Should you return, then I cannot promise your safe conduct or your safe passage any further. But you will be allowed to leave unharmed if you wish.
I have a question. Would we have your aid in this manner were we to face this terrible creature? Would we have potential soldiers at our disposal, or even just a small faction would do something to give us a little bit of cover? This is a rather great and terrifying creature, and I believe I may have a plan. A small semblance of one at the
Yes.
very...
Any volunteers you could muster up would be welcome to go with you. I will not order anyone up against such a beast unless we have no choice in the matter. So I'm hoping that we will all step up, and my belief in what is right.
Basically, we kill a dragon, or we fuck off. Well, anyone, if you would give us a moment, my lord, to discuss this matter further, just on our own, so we can make a group decision. I feel like we are a group now. Just give us one moment. I'll step back very humbly and just message into everyone's head saying, guys, what are we doing?
I mean, Helena thinks we should fight it.
Yeah, I agree. We can't leave it to destroy the city.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess Piper agrees. If you guys want to go, then Piper kind of has to go, otherwise Stix is going to ram a sword up his ass. So,
Yeah, whatever you're into, man.
hey, you don't know what he can change himself into, my dude. He can change all kinds of things about himself.
Oh, I don't wish to know.
Yeah. So, okay, our timeout was over. It's the quickest timeout in the history of D&D timeouts. We're in, and I have part of the plan. Like 30% of a plan.
There's more of a plan than Arwen's got. She's just thinking arrows.
And funnily enough, that consists of about 28% of my plan.
Excellent. Good stuff.
But more arrows than you've got. We need to round up volunteers. And we need to lure the fucker into an open.
As you say, you're in. You see, my dear, there is a chance that people will do the right thing. We must have faith sometimes. Yes, well, it may have worked out, but if they fail, we've wasted valuable time preparing, and hundreds more could die.
We will not fail. And rest assured that if we have failed, well,
At
we'll
least
have got
tried.
evidence because we'll all be dead. So,
You realize this is an evil dragon, right?
yeah, this is a very evil little dragon.
Almost murdered our friends, almost murdered us. Took all of our stuff and is now angry because we took it back. Do you think that it would just leave your city alone because you handed us over?
Yeah.
It's not a creature of its word. It's not going to leave you alone simply because you gave it what it wanted.
So far, the dragon has not bothered us. It has
Well, yeah, of course he's not gonna come back after a certain time. He's gonna give you guys time to get us, and then he's gonna take us back, and then he's gonna come with all of his dragonoid people, and they're gonna come and lay siege to your fucking city. And I know there may not be a lot of them. You may have a big army, but you kill one of them, your guys all turn to stone. They can fucking fly over your walls. They can do all sorts of shit, and they have no mercy whatsoever. It's not built into them that way. And they will take all of your people, and they will turn them into you. And they might not do it all at once. They will just get little factions and come in and steal your people, and then bring them back to his place, and then he'll gather more forces. But the longer you wait to actually act and do something, the longer he has time to scheme and plan. And trust me, I think he's been doing this for a very, very long time. We don't know what his end goal is, but I know he's definitely an intelligent creature, and not a nice one.
Then you must not fail.
Oh.
Fucking no pressure. Jesus.
At this point, Lord Leo kind of turns around and speaks for the first time. He's like, "What has happened to my son? He was part of your group."
Why the hell do you care? You haven't cared ever.
Who is that?
Make an insight check.
Who be his son? Oh, that guy? Oh, I don't see the similarity. This father, something happened there. Some very deep emotional stuff, probably. that I know nothing about.
19. So, you try to read his face. However, there is an unreadable level of emotion upon it. There is certainly some emotion there. However, there seems to be... The best you can gather is there's some conflict within those emotions.
Well, maybe you should have cared sooner.
Oh, yeah. Does she, that's... He knows I did it. That's the thing. Does he... So he seems conflicted. Like, without me rolling an insight check. He seems very conflicted and seems very, very weird.
Unless you roll a very high, only Arwen would have picked up on this.
Okay. Can I? Because he's been very, very quiet at the back of the room. And Clary just sort of whispered to me that it's Stix's dad. Can I do a detect thoughts? See if he actually cares about the answer. So I'm going to say, oh yeah, your son. He kind of died to that fucking thing.
What are the components of detect thoughts?
Detect thoughts. So the components to detect thoughts, my dear JJ, are an interesting lot. Let me just get my character sheet up properly because it's not tabbed itself like a good computer. Why it doesn't tab itself? Okay, so the components to detect thoughts are VSM.
So you'd have to speak and act noticeably to cast this spell. You are in the chambers of the Lord of the City. Would you like to proceed?
No.
Okay.
What if I pretend to be his conscience as Helena, speaking in his mind?
How does that work?
I don't know.
We just sort of stood there staring into space.
In his head. In his head.
Oh, okay.
Shall I pretend?
like you speak in my head, like what if I pretend to be his conscience and I'm there and I just reply, is that my conscience?
Excellent.
Haven't heard from you in a while. How's it going, buddy? How's the vacation? I will. Taking kind of what I want to bring back. I've actually got a +5 to it. So shit. I won't bother rolling inside. I'll just stockpile onto the skill check. But yeah, I'll just sort of. Okay, can I say so? While these guys are doing their insight checks, can I just say, oh yeah, my humblest apologies. Your son died tragically and horribly in a big vat while this dragon was trying to turn him into one of his dragonoid soldiers. And then can I insight check him? See how he feels. Yeah, to insight check him to see how he reacts to that piece of information. Do you need me to roll anything for lying to him? Or?
No, you technically told the truth.
Are you sure? Because I have a +13 deception.
It's not going to affect your insight check.
15.
The only thing it would enable him, unless he wanted to insight check you, but I'm not.
That's fair. Your bro died and your son died, rather.
You don't pick up anything noticeable about his reaction. He is well trained in maintaining a stony face. Just a calm, neutral expression.
Jeez, this guy's kind of a shitty dad. I say, literally, like whispering, but also kind of not whispering. Like, enough for the guys to hear, and also obvious enough that I'm whispering at someone. Well, yeah. Okay. I guess we'll go get ourselves prepared.
Yes, if that is all, then please make on with your preparations. If the city can aid you in this, then let me know. But as I have said, I will not order anyone to fight in this.
Cool.
The city will prepare.
You know, that's fine. Don't order anyone to fight this. That is fine. We will try and figure out some good folk like your son. Look directly. Died. Dead. Just try. Like, come on, man. Your son died. God, you're an asshole. And I'll walk out. I'll walk out, flap my coat, and butterflies come from it again. Like red ones. Angry red ones.
Arwen follows and tries to flap her coat, but nothing comes out of it, but it still looks cool.
Do I make you roll for that?
To look cool?
Yeah.
Arwen always looks cool.
Roll a performance check.
I really like the thought that then Neo turns around but he doesn't have
look cool.
Boom.
Arwen looks very cool.
Neo turns around, he doesn't have a cloak, but he just kind of like flaps his hands and then walks off.
Helena. She's just like,
I'm staring.
Just walking back and like, yeah.
Like that, like spinning it, like.
I see. Slipping it through your fingers. Walking backwards, you walk into a pillar accidentally. Ow! Walk up. I have very high faith in that. I just think it'd be fun. Alright.
So what's the plan?
We are going to rally the troops. Okay. Peeps, here's my idea. Here's my plan. I'm going to bait. Hear me out. I'm going to try and find a spell store. magic store. I'm hoping this store will have a particular spell I have in mind. If not, that's fine, I can work without it. And I will essentially try and make an illusion of all of us stood there out in an open field waiting for him, ready, very clearly trying to hide, right? It's going to be like us behind like a bush or something, and it's going to be out of the city, right? Near the city walls, but out of the city. You all are going to be actually hiding near me so I don't die, and whoever we can rally is going to be on the city walls. They're going to fire shit at him as soon as he lands. He's going to realize, oh no, it was an illusion, and then you guys come in and fucking blast him with everything you've goddamn got. So we have the most insane and painful surprise round of all time.
Sounds like a great plan. Except for one thing.
Yes.
The city doesn't have walls.
It has big bushes.
It has trees. The city is so easily attackable. I'm sorry. Yelion, get your shit together, my guy. Get walls. I've just stood there in the middle of this thing like, why do people not have walls? Every good city has walls. Oh, if you all can hear me in there, get some fucking walls.
Everywhere I live is made of stone and rocks and burning fires.
What if
That's sad.
It's great. I love it.
You're bringing the mood down, and we're trying to keep the mood high
It's so
here.
pretty.
Dragon.
Too bright here.
trees around it that
Yeah, okay.
somewhere?
Yes, new
And
plan.
they can surround it.
What was that,
Exactly.
sorry, Chantal?
So what if we get archers that can hide in the trees around him, so they're surrounding him rather than just on one stretch?
Yes, okay. That is a very, very good idea, and I think I have an idea. So, Arwen, if you... I don't know, because I'd want them fairly high up so they can deal like damage down on him. And then I'd want us guys to go into the frontliners. Which raises a problem when... Oh, I don't know. Because I was going to say, obviously you guys... but then what if they get seen? What if he sees them in the trees? He's going to be flying over the trees. He might be able to see them from up there.
Well,
Might know it's a trap.
they just need to make sure they wear green and get in a tree. A very leafy tree.
Very leafy tree. Yeah, probably a good idea. We might have to scope out some locations. But, yeah. And then I'll create this illusion. I need the spell I'm looking for. It's major image. Major image allows me to create sounds of everything as well. And then maybe I can also use my cool deck of cards. Create a cool thing. Like, even if it's like something crappy, you know, it's like we've hired a fucking kobold or something like that to help us out with this. And it looks even more pathetic. You know, like we tried to rally the entire city and all we could get was just one fucking kobold. Or an adult red fucking dragon. How cool would that be? Us guys just chilling with a fucking red dragon. So that's my plan. If anyone else has any ideas, speak your piece now.
So are you gonna be like out there with the
Yeah,
illusions?
I feel like I can be... Depends how far everyone's hiding away, but I actually feel like I could be hidden with you guys. But I feel like I'm going to want to lure him in because, you know, I think he likes me.
I think we should sit on a plate like a fish.
We're gonna ambush him. We need to get out of the city without him noticing first.
He's not going to notice. He's fucked off back to... He's fucked back to wherever he is.
Seems not outside the city.
Is he still outside the city, did he say? Or do we have no idea?
You don't know where he is. He's not in visual range of where you guys are.
Fantastic. I would assume he's gone back home and he's going to come back. Or he's like, yeah, waiting nearby but somewhere hidden. So we could probably like head outside the city. And then I want to be there. I want to be out in front because I want to essentially make the bait seem plausible. I may die. If there is a breath weapon entirely on me, I may die. But that's where you all then come in. fuck him up. That's the plan.
I mean, we've got one extra person, so.
We do. And this will be useful. Because now we have two people that can like pow pow, pew pew pew, and then you can just like, and then I don't know, Neo can just charge in, save my ass.
Neo raises his stick. I'm just like, yes.
Oh God, I forgot you didn't have
Breathe.
a slate.
Yeah, we need to get you something better than a stick. That is, I think. Okay, so how long have we got left of the day?
Of the day? You've got most of the day, to be fair. You guys made it to Amaris early in the morning.
Tomorrow?
Ready to get my
And
dad.
then she used magic to get you back to the city.
Is that tomorrow or is that tonight?
Probably around lunchtime.
Arwen got her dagger, her bow yesterday. Your thing was a day after. Oh, she may have got it today.
Yeah, I think I got.
Arwen got her dagger today.
Yes.
Her dagger
Okay.
glowed today, so your dagger is ready
Get
tomorrow,
your-
Klari.
Tomorrow. Okay, and he said he'd come off like 3 days. So, okay. So if, obviously tomorrow morning, you grab your dagger, meet us outside the city, get that gun. I'm going to go find a spell store. You guys are going to go get Neo a cool weapon.
I think we need to divide and conquer because we need to find volunteers if we have archers in the trees.
Yes, that was going to be my thing as well. I'm going to find a spell store because this plan could theoretically work even without archers in the trees. But,
The more
Yeah.
people we have, the better.
exactly. And then I'm going to go straight
You
from
find
there
a
to the
spell.
barracks, try and rally some help.
You find a spell. Neo can find a new weapon. And then I will grab my dagger, which will take it. And then Arwen. Oh yeah, Arwen and I forgot who forgot. Helena. Can start looking for volunteers.
Yeah.
And I will come and help you once I got my dagger sorted.
I'll come up with you once then. I mean, maybe we should all go and look for volunteers because I have some ideas. I'm a change
Okay, so
person.
we all
I
do
can-
things and then look for volunteers.
Yes.
But I think Arwen and Helena should go straight into looking for volunteers. The more time we have, the more people we find.
Does that sound like a good plan? You guys going to find some volunteers and stuff. I'll find a spell store. You'll find... What are you finding? That's tomorrow.
I thought it was oh, no, yes, today,
No,
but I can
yeah.
help the volunteers today, I forgot.
Cool,
Have
you
the
can
rest
help the
of
volunteers today. And I'm going to bring Neo with me. And on the way, we're going to get him a cool weapon.
You're going to get him a cool weapon.
Well, just like a better weapon than a stick.
Yay,
Because-
it's a great weapon. Two-handed, it deals 1d8 damage.
A stick is not an apt weapon for a Knight of Aegis. Okay? Unless he's like a monk knight. Which would be so cool. But he's not. Plan. Okay. Team hustle on 3, 3, 2, 1. Hustle. Let's go. Piper leaves. Flapping his cape behind him
Okay.
again. The butterflies are now blue. Think they're moving. No, they're golden. Golden butterflies. Think
Okay.
they're going.
So we have two teams.
So it's paid for itself.
We have team. What are you going to call your teams?
Team Go Dragon Eater.
So team Go Dragon Eater and team.
Commerce.
Okay, so.
Buying things.
Okay, well, we're going to start with the more exciting Team Go Dragon Eater then.
Woohoo!
What are you doing, Team Go Dragon Eater?
We're looking for people.
You're looking for people?
Yeah.
Okay, what sort of people?
People.
Sports outside. We've done it, guys. We found people.
Well done, you found people.
God, this is so easy.
You're looking for soldiers, presumably.
Yes. We
Guards,
will
city guards, and what the like.
fight and do the bowing and the arrowing.
Okay. So,
I look. I search.
okay, so you can find a barracks easily, well, eventually. You know, you guys
Oh,
were at one initially.
Soldiers as well, rather than actual soldiers.
Pardon?
I'd maybe suggest to them just before we split off as well that maybe some like hunters as well, not just soldiers. Other people can shoot bows. And then go. Spelled off on myself.
Team commerce, it's going well.
I'm regretting the name commerce now. No, it's not. Now my hair's all sticky.
Yeah, they would slide right off you.
I do know.
That's
You're going to need to.
Hey, more about sofa. Fine.
It's easier. But it is the sofa.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, so you find yourselves your way to a barracks. It takes a little bit of time, you know, moving out of the northern district, unless you want to stop it, because there are manors around that have guards.
No, I think it's easier to just go to the barracks because they'll
Okay.
probably be like, we're on duty.
Is taking Arwen into a barracks the best idea?
I was thinking that. She's not the best with her people skills.
After what happened last time.
It will be fine. No one will recognize it. Just wild shape her into something funny.
Oh, yeah, it could just be a cat for a while if you'd like.
Or the noble steed you ride in on. I'm not there.
So Team Good Dragon Eater, you have found your way to a barracks.
Yes, we have. Persuasion.
Oh. Channeling Druid.
You know what? Arwen's going to be a cat for a bit. It's just going to be... Well, she's going to be there,
Okay,
but like...
as a
so
cat.
it's, yeah, it's just easier if she's a
Okay.
cat for a bit.
Okay.
And it's just Klari and Helena.
Okay. Very Helena and their team mascot,
Yeah, exactly.
Dragon Eater.
Dragon Eater the cat.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, so the two of you enter this barracks. You know, you've seen similar ones before. You know, there's like a common area with people just hanging around tables, that sort of thing.
Knock, knock.
A few people sort of turn in your direction. It's like, what? What is it?
Do you want to fight for your country?
We already do. We're guards and soldiers.
Would you like to kill a dragon?
You them people.
What people?
Them people the dragon wanted.
Possibly.
It's not important. We're the people that's going to kill the dragon. That's what's important. I'm just wondering if you guys are in or not. You want to be heroes? Kill a dragon? An evil dragon?
God,
Make a persuasion check.
Both?
Yeah, either both.
No, that's
Perception,
perception. It's fine, everything's fine.
You just hear one voice at the back call out, "Oh, thanks. Don't really feel like dying. Good luck though."
Okay.
Is that my
Tell you what.
what?
You guys set some real high bars with Team Dragon Eater name. And you have just missed.
I've seen you entice them.
Have you seen those videos of the pole vaulters who pole just snap at you guys right now?
Yeah, this is
Pole vault is allowed 3 attempts. This is our first attempt. Come on.
yeah. There are, yeah, you can go to a couple of different barracks.
Can I go from another angle? Because I heard Arwen say last time that the group kind of, helped with that giant thing. So,
Are you trying in the same place, or are you guys?
yeah.
I will say
why
this
not?
is going to be a difficult check. You're trying to get people that are common soldiers, like 12 HP common soldiers, to go and fight an adult dragon with you
Okay.
that terrified the city with a declaration of war. Not impossible. You certainly might be able to rally some people. Klari having a +7 is a good boon. But would you like to try and... If
Yes.
you try in the same place, it's going to be more difficult because they're now...
Well, might as well try.
But you can try once more in the same place.
Were any of you... Did you all know about the giant that was at the tower near the edge of the city? Kept killing people and turning them to stone or ice or something.
You see sort of like a couple of nods from like, around the room.
These people, well, her and others that are also going to be there, were there and they saved you. Don't you want to help?
Does Klari want to add anything?
I mean, yeah, we could have left. We could have just walked past that. We could have left you all to deal with it because it was your problem. But we chose to help, and we saved lives. And now you're going to pass this up because it's not your problem. Because the dragon will just leave you alone. That's what you think. This dragon is at your doorstep, and you're going to just give it what it wants. It's threatening you, and you're going to just let it be.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I give her advantage, please?
Yes, you can give her advantage if you like. Klari, roll a d10 for me.
Oh, should be 25.
Oh, all of them!
This
Oh!
appeal, almost calling people out, seems to have stirred some hearts. And almost before you finish, you see several people like starting to get out of their seats, and you hear a couple of people like the sound of voices calling back and forwards have come in from other rooms. They've come down the stairs, and then slowly at first, you know, a couple of people have risen almost before you stop speaking, but then a couple more, and you realise you now have 10 volunteers to aid you.
Nice. Guilt works.
One of them, you know, they sort of come up in a group, and one of them comes and says, "What's the plan? Do we have a place to meet? A time?"
I should have organised that. Wait, which barracks are we at? North, south, east or west?
You're probably closest to the north at the moment because you're in the Rose District.
Okay.
Or you were in the Rose District, so...
East. I'm thinking meet at the east ones because that's the closest to where the dragon is.
Yeah.
So meet at the east ones when? Tonight? Just to get everyone?
What, to like start the attack?
To like get everyone together and explain what the hell's going on. It's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So meet tonight at the East Barracks.
When are we starting the attack?
I believe Klari wanted to wait until tomorrow to get her dagger.
Okay. Yeah.
So
tonight is a good idea.
Yeah, so we meet tonight and we can explain the plan.
Okay. So we're going to try and hold a meeting tonight at the East Barracks.
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent. To the next one.
Okay. Rather than not playing through all of these, make a persuasion check for... you can both make 2 more persuasion checks for each barracks.
Or you can make them with advantage.
Okay. Klari, make 2 more persuasion checks with advantage.
Oh, what?
26. So, roll 1 more d10 for me.
Be a good.
3. It's unfortunate, but buoyed by success, you managed to get, unfortunately, only 3 more from the second barracks. You look around, see people are maybe, you're more easterly now in the city, so maybe some of these people, even though you potentially give the same rousing speech about how you helped the city before, you see that there's maybe a few more injured about and things like that. Yeah, you do manage to get, with all your work, you get 3 more volunteers. So you have an accompaniment of 13 guards that agree to help you.
Pretty good. It's not bad.
I mean, what's his face? Piper. The hunters, so...
Yeah.
Any idea? They do more, the hunters are probably after dragons.
Nine. The pub.
So, like, a hunter. Should I ask one of the guards that's just like agreed to help us?
Mm-hmm.
They know where we could find them hunters.
What is the... Try... You could try one of the... let me check my notes. This is the West District, I'm gonna say. Too many notes. We want city of Yelion. Okay. Rose District to the north. Yeah, you could try. You could try the Leaf District to the south. That's where most trade goes on. That's where you'd likely find any hunters and gatherers and so on, trading their wares and what have you.
Sounds good.
So you take a little bit of time. It's getting later in the day now. By the time you've gone round several guard barracks and so forth, and then make your way south across the city. It's getting a little bit later in the day, but you have time to check out the area. It's a very you haven't spent a lot of time here, and it's a more populous area of the city than you've previously been. It's where most people live, and indeed where a lot of trade goes on. After a bit of time and asking around, you are directed to one of the larger markets. There are stalls and things set up, fresh produce, little items for trade and things like that, jewellery, tools, it almost seems a place where people come and set out their wares for sale. Like you can see there's a blacksmith there with sort of showcasing a bunch of knives and like silverware and stuff that like people might buy. There's like a jeweller's there and so on. You can see there seems to be some kind of furrier there who's made clothing like gloves, hats, and things. Sort of all these like leather boots, stuff like that. Someone that seems to make produce from animal pieces. you wander up to talk to her. It's like, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? A hat, gloves, even boots. Looks down. It's like, some of yours look well travelled.
Arwen now would like to be a real person.
Okay.
My shoes are fine, thank you. Yours look muddied and rough, like you trek in the woods.
Not so much out for trekking myself. More tend to rely on the trappers and the traders to bring that in. I do most of the crafting myself.
So where would we find the trappers and the trailers? Trainers.
A good few of them hang out fairly local tavern, the Dog and Thrush.
Welcome. Tell you what, I'm itching to go there.
No! A thrush is a bird, you bastard. You are a terrible person. You took my entirely innocent tavern name. I wonder why Abby gave me a weird look.
Oh dear.
Oh, I got a funny.
I guess that's where we need to go. Oh, I'm sorry.
Pull up the headphones.
Clearly a place with not much protection. After the itching one, I'm kind of out.
Well, the tavern is now called the Ent Tent.
The enter tent.
The Ent
I
Tent.
love it.
Yes, there's a group of them, I believe, hang out at the Ent Tent.
The end.
You filthy bastards.
Go to the tent.
So Team Go Dragon Eater head to the Ent Tent.
Yes, please get it right. I thought really hard about that name.
So yeah, you find the tavern. The sign is a picture of a large painted sign with a picture of a tree. And you can see the tree creates a tent-like canopy on the sign. And there seems to be a couple of figures sitting in the shade of this canopy, making a nice, almost tent-like. And you can see this tavern itself has been crafted to be in the shape of like a large teepee. So it has a very wide base and tall pointed ceiling. And as you enter, you can see that this is made by a very tall, slim tree grown up in the centre. And indeed, its branches stretch all the way over and touch the ground, and then this lattice work of branches is grown in between, creating a thick canopy. You can see there are indeed, as you enter, several rangery folks with hard-worn leathers and boots and things like that.
I'd like to stand at the door, Arwen.
The bar itself seems to be is arrayed in a circle around this central pole or central tree that forms the main support structure. And you can see sort of barrels and all of that are stacked up behind.
Can I stand on the barrels?
They are behind the bar.
I'm gonna get told off. Can I stand on a table?
Yeah.
I stand on a table.
You stand. Arwen stands up on a table.
I clap my hands and say, anyone want to sell bits of dragon?
A few people sort of look over in interest.
Anyone want to hunt a dragon?
A couple more people look over in interest.
You want to hunt a dragon? Come over here. If you do, I will buy you a drink.
There's a couple of laughs at this point. It's like, what's really in it for us?
You can have bits of the dragon. I don't want it. I just want it to die.
A couple of people sort of look around, see a couple of heads go together. Dragon? Yeah, here.
I mean, like, you can really, it's really, like...
Dragon plus quite valuable.
Yeah, it's really, like, all the high lords are wearing it, so you might, you know, get in there quick.
A couple of people sort of turn around, it's like, one of them pipes up and says, it's all well and good offering us part of it. There's no guarantees that...
What? That you kill it? I mean, if you kill it, you can have the dragon, and then what comes with the dragon? Have a think, my dudes.
He offers a share of his hoard.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I've never been in there. Well, actually, I have been in there, but I was dead, so I don't know what's in there.
A few of them kind of look a little bit confused at this point. Resurrection is not a common thing.
I am the second coming of Christ.
My guy.
Who's that?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm a new deity. What's a deity?
A god.
I am a new deity.
Christ is a prophet, not a deity.
Yeah, but I'm a deity.
Okay. You
I
get the
feel
sense
like
you're starting to lose people.
You got like a really good level, and then there was just this line.
Yeah.
I need help. Look, there might be treasure, there's definitely going to be a dragon that will die.
I have, while alive, been in the dragon's lair, and there is a hole. There's a lot of stuff, which we are happy to share with those that help us take it down. It's only fair. There are some specific items that belong to us that we would like to claim from it. It's the main thing we ask.
Roll a persuasion check. Arwen's done most of the talking, so Arwen has to make this, but Klari can give advantage, or you can one each.
That is a difficult one.
I think we both make one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d6 for me. A d8, sorry. 7.
Hey. Got 20 people now.
See, 7 of them
Essentially.
stand up and are... We all get an equal share of the... Well, you see 4 of them stand up. This seems to be like looks like a group. You see 4 of them stand up too. We all get an equal share of that hoard. Gold, silver, all of that.
I mean, there's probably quite a bit, so like... As much as you can carry, really.
Upon hearing you say that, like 3 more stand up to welcome as well.
Oh, sweet. Got 23.
Nice healthy amount of 20.
Yeah, 20. So the first 4 stand up and are like...
And then...
Yeah, and then the next 3 stand up. So yeah, you guys have 13 guards and 7 hunters. Where is my book of people? Because I need to give them some stats real quick. No, that's alright.
Okay.
I just need to know what they're going to be so I know how easy they are to kill. That covers Team Go Dragon Eater. Team Commerce, how you doing? What are
Team
you after?
So we are traveling down the main highway, first looking for something for Neo, and coming up with better names than Team Commerce. Because I panicked under pressure, thought of buying things. Commerce wasn't the best idea. Sorry, Neo, I failed the team, but it's fine. Because this way, at least we set our expectations low, so when we do a fantastic job and get you a fucking lance of dragon slaying or some shit, we'll be all the better for it. We're not going to get you a lance. Unless you want a lance. I doubt you want a lance. You don't have a horse. It's just weird without horses. What do you want? I know you got your glaive. It's like, you know.
I don't think he does
What-
have his
what-
glaive.
Well, no, you got your glaive in the dragon horde, so, you know, it's not, you know, you're obviously going to get rid of it at some point. But, I mean, do you want, like, an axe? Do you want a sword? Do you want a... Please say not a dagger. You got all this armor and stuff. A dagger really wouldn't work.
Yeah, it's just like, well, I mostly favour the glaive, so like something long, two-handed.
Sweet. Good sir.
that sort of thing.
We shall find you such an item. And we will storm off down the street, and I will try and find an item, blacksmith's.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, a common blacksmith is easy enough to find.
Yeah, and within there, we will buy him a glaive.
You're going to buy him a glaive again?
Yeah, he seemed to like glaives. It's obviously not going to be as good as his old one, but you know what? A glaive, it's going to do.
Okay.
Also, so he's got what armor right now?
He has... chain shirt?
Chain shirt. How much would it be for an upgrade?
It
Oh.
depends on
Depends on the upgrade. Okay.
what kind of
Well-
upgrade you've got and how much everyone's willing to spend. I mean, Neo will obviously pay for himself, but things are expensive and he doesn't have a lot of money.
Yes. I will say. Okay. I'm gonna go. We'll go
So,
buy your glaive, and then we'll go and see how much my thing costs, and then we'll see about an armor upgrade for you. Because honestly,
so he's currently
because-
got 16 AC.
16 AC, not
He's
good
got
enough.
1 dex,
Yeah.
and he gets +1. No, he's currently got. He doesn't have.
Does he have defense?
He does have defense.
So
Oh, he's got his AC.
15 plus dex to a max of 2, so 16. He's got 17 AC. No, change that's 14 plus dex. Even I
Danger in this is 13 plus dex, so he should only have an AC of 15.
Oh,
Don't know how
there we
that's-
are.
Well.
Yeah, you told me the other day you had an AC of 15.
I don't know how that's got changed then.
I don't know. Yeah, okay, so we'll need to think of some stuff for him. But yeah, we'll buy him a glaive.
So, I mean, you'd be looking at either scale mail, which you can get for 50 gold and gives him disadvantage on stealth.
Which he's already got with
Or
a
you can
change.
get breastplate for 400 gold. Or you can get half plate. I mean, or you can go for something heavy like ring mail, chain mail, splint, and so on. So
We'll
you
see
guys
how much-
decide that. He will
Yeah,
pay
we'll
for his own. He will insist on at least paying for his own weapon.
Fair enough.
So I'll just knock off the price of that. So when it comes to it, Neo has 277 gold for armor, which is not enough, I believe, for an actual
Upgrade.
upgrade.
But I have some money, and depending on how much my thing is, I might be able to use the last of my money to...
Well, we shall come
Yeah.
back to the armor discussion later then. So, Team
Excellent.
Commerce, your main priority is a scroll, you said,
A
of
scroll of major image.
major image.
Or the like.
What level spell is major image?
image. I believe is third. D&D major image.
Major
Oh,
image
why
is
is
a
it
3rd level spell.
Yahoo sucks. Yes, you create an image of an object, creature, or some other visible phenomenon that's no larger than 20-foot cube. Image appears in the spot that you can see within range, lasts a duration. It's completely real, including sound, smells, and temperature. You can't create sufficient heat or cold to damage a sound loud enough to deal with your deafening creature, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Basically, it's the illusion spell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's fine. I just need to know the level for.
Yes.
I don't need to know what it does. Just yet.
Third level spell. Oh shit! It's 120-foot range and 10 minutes. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah. So, would a magic shop around the area have such a spell scroll?
Make an investigation check.
Could I make it with advantage if Thingy's helping me find it?
Yes, you can.
Thank God. I only have +2 to this.
Okay, so this takes a decent amount of time. You find like a couple of basic magic item shops, but they don't deal with anything as powerful as spell scrolls. It's mainly things like door hinges that won't squeak, and teapots that stay warmer for longer, and so on. There's not there's not a huge amount, so it takes you a little bit of time to find something, but you do eventually find one that will deal in spell scrolls.
Fantastic.
You ask sort of, when you go into a couple of these, you ask after spell scrolls, they say they don't deal, they should try and tell you a couple of things. You ask where to go, and so they sort of direct you, and you end up sort of going on a bit of a loop to 3 or 4 of these. Eventually you're directed to one that sells spell scrolls. Roll a D100 for me.
Gladly, sir. D100.
You are in. It turns out they do have the spell scroll you are looking for.
Fantastic. How much might this spell scroll be?
This particular spell scroll, they say they will sell you 500 gold. Spell scrolls are expensive.
They are. To which I will walk up to the patron of such a shop, and I will step up and say, "My good." Oh, hold on. Actually, okay. Can I just backtrack something a second?
Mm-hmm.
So, as I'm going to this shop, can I see inside it from the outside?
Yeah, so the storefront is quite, the sign is quite, artfully done, and where all the lettering is done, it's done, so the first letter is it's like a book spine, and then rolling out of the book is this long, it's like a super long scroll that has been twirled around and turned in on itself to make all the letters for this store.
Right, okay.
And you can see inside, this does seem to be more of a book store. You can see through.
Okay. Sweet. Okay, in which case. And do I see the person running the store?
Yeah, you can see inside. There's quite a plain-looking elf. He has reasonably long blonde hair. Simply dressed, but there's a little bit of ornamentation to the cut of his clothing.
Alright. So, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to go around the side of the store, somewhere sort of a little bit out of sight. And I'm going to duck down somewhere hidden.
Okay.
And then change my form to a beautiful elven lady.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to turn back and around the other side of the store and come back out. And then come in to the store, and obviously ask for the spell scroll. He'll tell me how much it is, and I'll go, but my fine sir. Try and get a little bit flirty here.
Okay.
My fine sir, this spell scroll is extremely important for the survival of this city, and it will be used in defending against this dragon.
Just sort of leans across the counter and is just like, really? How so?
Yes, well, you see, I am somewhat of a spellcaster myself, and I will be aiding to defend this city, and I will be trying to trick a dragon, of all things, with this spell scroll, sacrificing myself in the casting of this spell to try and allow others to ambush it. And so you see, I really, really need this scroll, and I'm sure that if I were to get it and were this to be paid off, I may not die in such an attempt. Now, I have a similar spell. You may be aware of the spell Silent Image. Well, I believe this might do a similar job, but it won't quite do enough, and I've used such a spell on the dragon before. He might see through my cunningness this time. And so, I mean, if I were to do that, I might die, and you wouldn't want me to die now, would you? And I'll just sort of like leaning close and be all pretty. Being very, very just like, being generally very flirtatious.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping a +5 bard can do that, and I don't have to RP that. Token attacks, I'm not very flirtatious.
What skill to roll for flirting?
If it were...
I know you would prefer it to be deception.
I would prefer it to be performance, because I'm not lying right now.
That is true.
I'm just trying to be... I'm trying to play as this woman who's being very, very flirty.
Yeah, this is going to be a 2-stage process then. Okay, roll performance for your flirting.
How many sessions have we seen Piper now?
Fuck
That's only
yes!
like 4, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
And he's already flirting his way out of something. This is a bard if ever we've seen one.
Okay. Well, I'm not even gonna roll an opposed roll to that.
Damn, he's in love.
I got a cherry, stuck it in my mouth, and twisted a knot with it. I'm going all in.
Yeah. So this guy leaning over the counter now, this seems almost like. At first, he was just like sarcastically, sort of like, mm-hmm, and then he's like, oh, yeah. You fought this dragon before. How did you? Yeah, and he seems very, very drawn in by your performance, Stix.
Piper,
sorry.
Stix could never.
Neo, for the most part, is keeping his
Stix could
composure.
never do this shit.
Neo, for the most part, is keeping his composure.
Good.
He's just pretending he's someone
Good.
else. Just browsing.
I've asked him to pretend to be my bodyguard, or just be him. Just be a knight, knightly, so that this person might believe that we are warriors of the realm.
So, with that in mind, you can make a persuasion check with advantage.
Fuck yeah! Yes. Try and lower the price a fair bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's free.
I
No.
I am a bard and I am loving it. That couldn't have worked out any better. My ball. I am.
Well, yes, I suppose, of course, to help you out in such a way, of course, we can. Well, why don't we let's call that 350 gold between friends.
Oh well, I was hoping it would be more than that if you were to drop it to 300.
I couldn't possibly go any lower.
Fair enough. I'll just.
You're right there. Having fun.
having fun with me and JJ
Yeah,
levels.
just be thankful that we aren't playing this session while Ben and I are together. If we're doing this session on a Thursday or something and Ben was down here, that would be quite something else. I wouldn't be making him roll, if you know what I mean.
Oh god.
DM's got to have some perks, am I right?
Just reminds me of the game we were in. I told you the story, Jed. I'm not sure I told Abby. I played a robot monk, and I was trying to convince a woman to let her into like, the vault she had at the back. And this was like a futuristic sci-fi game. And the woman who was running the store was also a robot. I think it was a bank. So I was flirting with her, and this was our old DM Tim, and I ended up rolling like super fucking well, to the point where my DM said, "Okay, she very clearly wants to sleep with you, and that'll buy you a lot of time." And I was like, "Okay, fine." You went roll performance, and I rolled a natural 19. Your monk boy had stamina. That was a great session. And then I fumbled it on the exit because Tim basically said, "Yeah, you can just get up and go now." And I tried to RP some elegant way of leaving, but I ended up rambling on for about 20 minutes about how we could build a life together.
Oh no.
It was horrible.
Oh dear.
Anyway, yes, I will pay the 350 gold.
Okay. And you get your
leave
scrolls.
looking somewhat disappointed. But there we are.
You got a 30% discount, you know.
I got a 30% discount. So that's
That's a big discount.
that's 500. No, that's god, no, that's maths.
What are you
624 minus 350.
324, 274.
Oh, thank you. 274. There we go. Okay. And I now have a scroll of major image. Scroll of major image. Fantastic. And then, so my money, so I have 264 gold. I rather like Neo. I think hyper respected, and he also doesn't want him to die again. He didn't die last time. I mean, he hasn't died yet, but he got knocked unconscious.
So you've got 274. Neo's got 277. So between you, you have 400, 557 gold. No, that's not right. 500 and... Oh shit, what's numbers?
What?
551 gold. Between the two of you. What
500
shopping
gold.
would like to do. So if you're looking into armor,
Mm-hmm.
Heavy, you could get you could get Splint, which would give him 17 AC. Chainmail would give him 16.
Mm-hmm.
You could also get Breastplate, which would give him 16. Breastplate is 400. Chainmail is 75. And Splint is 200. Where he has the defense fighting style, so Splint would actually give him 18 total, and Chainmail would give him 17 total. Breastplate would give him 15 plus 1 dex. Sorry, 14 plus 1 dex plus 1, so he would have 16 with Breastplate.
Breastplate's only 14.
14 plus 2 dex.
Right, okay.
For a maximum of 16.
Okay, because part of me was thinking then Breastplate, because then he could be stealthy, but now I'm thinking get him Splint.
Mm-hmm.
Because if Splint armor, he has 18 AC, that's like 4 more AC than he used to have. That's insane. He's 18 AC. That's what a paladin kind of should be.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll put some money towards buying him some.
If you're only paying 200, he will kind of insist on paying his own way.
No,
because he's got the gold to do it.
Honey, no, I'm giving that. I'm still the woman. And he is my husband in this. This is a
very weird scenario.
This is a very very weird scenario, but I'm sticking with it. Whenever I turn into a woman, Neo's suddenly my husband. Yeah, and so I'm putting like 50.
Okay, 50. You put in 50. So Neo.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's all you want to do, is just give Neo. He will pay 200 gold for this. Otherwise,
no,
yeah.
Well, 150 gold. Yeah. So there we go. Neo now has 18 AC. The motherfucker got an upgrade.
The motherfucker did get an upgrade.
Boom. Look at that.
Damn.
Good.
We're like, what? Level
10.
10? And he's a paladin with 15 AC? That shit's not on. Although I have realised that when Stix comes back, he won't have the money to actually buy any armour.
Well, we can find his...
We can try and find his wooden armour.
Yeah.
Oh, because that shit was dope. And I went for it.
I mean, also, if you do, then there's likely to be a lot of gold.
True.
So you have, what was it? It was 7 rangers who were getting a share.
Yeah, but like some of them might die.
They might.
And
You
may die, but that is a risk I'm willing to take.
Absolutely.
Some of you may die. Yeah. No, that's fine. I'm just making sure I don't forget because there's money on the line, you.
There's got to be millions of billions, right?
There's some in there.
All of it's fake.
Yes.
Well, we grabbed like a handful in a couple of rounds, and I got like 700 gold. No, I got like 200 gold.
Yeah.
But still, that's insane. So, there we go. I'm a little more broke now. Cool. In which case, we'll head back. We'll try and find... Klari.
It's starting to get like late in the day now by the time you've sort of gone to one shop and gone to the other and gone around the whole loop. So yeah, you guys meet up eventually and make your way to the East Barracks to meet with the rest of your some, I guess the Rangers could be considered hirelings and then volunteers.
Indeed.
Do we have to do a rousing speech?
No.
Thank
But
God.
this will just be a good point to
Go through.
work out what your plan is. So we can use this time to do that.
Past mage damage at 6th level, you don't need to concentrate on it. That's kind of cool. It just lasts for 10 minutes. That's pretty sick. Utility, Well, 3rd level spell. Upping it by 3 levels. Makes sense. Cool. All right. I'll find them. Realize they've actually done a pretty good job. Feel kind of bad about our team commerce, but you know what? We did what was in the name. I got Neo armor. I got me a spell scroll. We're set. We're ready.
Okay. So, what is your plan? Like, yeah, what are you guys trying to do? Like, we'll say this is you guys. You know, you've made your plan and you're now explaining it, but you know, you guys can hash it out and decide what you want to do, how you want to set up, those sorts of things. And then tomorrow you can have a bit of time to look for a location and stuff like that.
So do any of these hunters or guardsmen know of a open area? Oh, actually, do we want it to be open? Because if he's got a breath weapon, we're going to need cover.
I think we need, a bit open and a bit covered.
Yeah, essentially, do any of these guys know a good place for an ambush? Yes, with a little bit of cover, a little bit of open ground. Enough open ground for us to set the trap, but enough cover to protect against things like a breath weapon should it go off and things like that. Obviously, we can maneuver on that cover and but just enough.
So, I've basically got 3 maps for you guys. There's one that is... So, in the guise of this is all information you guys are getting, one of the rangers will tell you that there's a place, maybe half a day, 3/4 of a day, to the northeast, where there are some like old ruins, not much more than sort of, like a few waist-high walls of some old buildings, like overgrown by trees beside a small stream. Another one will tell you that near straight north, there's like a boggy sort of like swampy patch of ground that's like quite overgrown in places, but there's like this sort of rocky pool and stuff like that that's with this like one big tree in the center, that might sort of give some cover from above if it's got this like big canopy and stuff. And then or you can just find a more sort of general like open-ish patch of the forest and just use the trees and bushes and things like that as cover if you want more lines of sight. So if you want longer lines of sight, you can find a more sort of open area. There are a few trees and things that you could use for like, one of the rangers says there's a good patch where we could use some so there's a few trees and stuff, but like there's not so much that it'll get in the way of trying to shoot all the time.
Okay, personally I'm thinking the final one, because longer lines of sight, cover from trees, things like that all seems like very useful stuff, though I don't know what you guys are thinking. If you have any
Either the first or last one.
So yes, the first one was a place with like a few ruins and things like that, lots of trees, a small stream, so there's lots of cover and things to hide behind.
My only issue with the first one is it's a little ways away from the city, and if we want to stick around for Klari to grab a dagger and then go, we're going to need somewhere somewhat close. I mean, I could like polymorph and get us there fairly quickly.
No, none of these places are so far away that you think travel will be an issue.
Oh, right, okay, cool.
Especially when you're going to be traveling in such a large group, there's going to be
oh yeah, good point.
35 of you? At this point? No. 27 plus 5, 32 of you.
Yeah, so yeah, polymorphing into
no, sorry, I've added my rangers twice. There's 25 of you. I added the rangers twice.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah.
So yeah, there's gonna be 25 of you, so you're gonna be quite a big group. So you're not worried about getting into trouble along the way or anything like that.
In which case, maybe the first one seems a little bit better. It's just like a random ruins as well. It doesn't seem too conspicuous for a trap or anything. It just seems like a place just outside the city, where we're trying not to get people hurt. Things are already ruined there. It's fine. can try and come in with a thing of, oh, we're here to just hand ourselves over, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe that one seems better. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So we're going to go there,
Yeah.
and
So
when they're going to create.
Okay. So, you guys explain this plan. You arrange a time to meet in the morning with where you're going, or do you want everyone to just meet there? And are you guys going to go earlier?
I think I'd rather we went together.
Okay.
Personally.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. You explain the plan. Everyone goes home. You see a few nervous faces amongst the group of people kind of maybe realizing what they've kind of got themselves in for. For the time being, all is well. You get a night's rest in. Everyone's rested and recovered. Arwen's, all good. It's certainly had enough time now for all the effects of being dead to clear off, so no disadvantages or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, if you need to pick up anything else, then this is your time to do so.
Helena's gonna give Arwen the arrows that she got.
Okay.
What arrows are they?
That is a quiver of +3 arrows.
What?
Oh shit!
Arrows?
A full quiver of 20.
20 plus 3 arrows.
Yep.
Jesus!
Okay.
My word. Go on. Just want to check something about the bar. Okay. Yeah, no. I'm good.
Okay. So, you guys get a rest. In the morning, Klari gets a dagger. She's already paid for it, so that's fine.
Hey.
Your dagger is back to full working order. And you have a replacement lightning crystal.
Replacement lightning crystal.
So
Yeah.
all of that is in place, ready for you to go. You guys all meet up with the group and set off. The day passes at a reasonable pace. You don't encounter anything. Even as a group, you guys are making a reasonable amount of noise, and it's hard for a group of this size to move undetected, so you don't really see many animals or anything like that. You stop and rest, and everyone sort of starts getting to know each other. The guards seem a little bit separate from the rangers. The rangers all seem to be sort of used to each other and forming one group. But over the course of the day, the groups do start to mix a little bit, and the guards get to know everyone, and the rangers get to know everyone, and all seems well and good. Yeah, you stop. You take plenty of breaks. Everyone shares a meal, and eventually, you guys make it to the spot. You come out, and one of these rangers is leading the way, and you cross over this. There's a small bridge over the stream, and you cross into the ruins. So you guys can prepare to set up. I'm just going to find some suitable tokens.
Okay.
Where do we turn up? Which?
You come in crossing the stream.
Okay.
Off the stream. Okay. So I
Just give me
I
a
want
moment.
my little major image thing down here in the middle of this little bit.
Mhm.
That's where I was kind of thinking.
That's good.
And then everyone can be in and around these trees, like all around the area, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can do it in the middle of the road, like here, and then you guys.
Because then we can
could be-
surround him.
Yeah, actually, I think that one's better. So it's not so set up. It's just like it almost seems like we've just walked down this road and gone, hey, this is far enough. Hey, Ook's in over here.
Mm-hmm.
We're willing to give ourselves up. Yeah.
So we've got 1, 2, 3,
Ooh.
4,
Oh.
2,
Make the illusion make different sounds. So I can make it so you guys, as the illusion, speak. Oh, he's never gonna say anything.
paste 12.
Yeah, I will give the signal when everyone needs to strike.
Ben or Chantal, do you want to play Neo?
Yeah,
As well.
I was going to ask you, one of you guys can play Neo.
Because I'll play Arwen and Helena.
I can play him. I already know how to play paladins and stuff. Unless you wanted to play you.
We'll do it together.
Cool. I get to be a paladin again. Yay! That was a bit camp.
Shit's that, isn't it? Can I do that with all of you? Oh, I can't do that with all of you. Fuck this. Okay. Alright, I am just trying to make these so that you guys can move them all. Starting with the soldiers in brown, do you guys want to set them up how you like them? You can't move them just yet, bear with me, I'm just giving you access to them all.
Yeah, there's so many people here.
And you can't do it en masse, which is a shame.
To be fair, do we want to take this opportunity to take a really quick break?
That is a great idea.
And you've got some time to just do that.
Just do that.
Alright, cool. We'll be back in just 2 seconds.
Yeah, well, welcome back to the devastation you're about to cause.
I can't wait.
The only other thing I need to know
Chaos.
The only problem is, if any of these guys die, we don't have enough healing amongst ourselves to actually save them. And
Death save, so I just need to know.
500 diamonds in the world to bring them all back.
It's fine. They knew what they were getting into.
You persuaded a lot of people to come out and fight with you.
Yes.
So,
They didn't have to. But I was going to suggest we stole the shoes of the ones that didn't come. So.
Yeah. I like the sound of it.
Okay, so they both have.
You guys
+1.
need to hide yourselves in
Dex
some sort of
saves.
treeage.
I'm not hiding.
Piper is standing, even though you can create an illusion of yourself.
Oh, yeah. I'm hiding. And I would like to... Actually, where's good and in range? Now, the range is 120 feet, but I'd like to be able to see this clearly. Very, very clearly.
There.
Yeah, there is pretty good. Not bad, to be fair. I think I will hide myself in this tree with this good fellow.
Okay.
Neo will go. I think instinctively he'll go near Arwen. Over here. And Clary, where are you going? All these people. Actually, he might go with Clary because Arwen's a ranged person, so I feel like he might go with Clary.
Are you expecting the dragon to come from like a specific place? Or...
No idea. But I'm going to be creating the illusion right here on this road.
Okay, and
Just pull all d20s out. I'm going to need them. Oh, they're in. I was like, where am I?
Please.
I'm putting my phone in the drink. It's going well. Right.
Actually, yeah, Neo actually probably will stay back a lot because he's just splint armor and stealthy of people.
Blue one, green one, purple one. Just put those on the floor. Click on all the big damage on roll 20. Alright, okay. Well, I think we'll roll initiative now. Before we get into anything else, just do all the little admin-y bits.
Then get the fuck into it.
Go, Neo.
8 is Helena.
22.
Okay.
Neo will roll initiative. I've got a sheet. If you want me to do it. Initiative. The man has 13.
So we will do focusing in green.
That was initiative.
And then we'll do
What?
rangers in blue. Rangers are going last, that's for sure. And guards.
Alright.
Guards are on a 19. Okay. So let's break this down. Over 20 is Piper.
Piper.
Okay. 15 to 20. Okay. Just the guards. Okay, so guards are next. 10 to 15.
Arwen and Neo.
Okay, Arwen, you can go first.
Thank you.
Arwen, then Neo.
And Klari.
5 to 10. Klari, then
9.
Helena. That's a lot to track in this initiative.
There is.
And finally, you have the Rangers. I split the Rangers into 2 groups and the guards into 3 for the purposes of rolling their attacks and stuff, but they are all moving at the same time for the purpose of initiative.
Fair enough.
Nice.
Because I'm already tracking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different things in the initiative order, so...
Yes. I do not let me here. And whenever we get started, I would like to use my wand of pyrotechnics to create some fireworks in the air around this place to signal to everyone that, okay, it's go time, we're going. And to basically say, almost like a thing to ooks in, hey, come over here.
Okay. Are you casting the illusion immediately?
Yes. So illusion goes up. It's a 20 by 20 thing. I can move it anywhere, but it will initially be. We'll make it red. So it'll be all of the illusion will be us 4, the initial 4 of us that left. In sort of this circle area. We're all stood. I think with our weapons and everything, but not the new stuff that we've bought since.
Okay.
And not holding our weapons.
Are you including Arwen in that illusion?
No.
Okay. So the illusion of the 4 of you hiding, trying to hide or out in the open?
Plain as can be out in the open. If anything, trying to look up at the skies to look for him.
Okay.
And I will create the sounds of us murmuring to each other, because I can create sound, so I can create anyone talk of just us saying, well, you should be nearby.
Yeah. Everyone that's hiding, roll a stealth check.
Oh, no.
Neo's not very stealthy, is he?
Neo doesn't have disadvantage because this is not based on sound.
Excellent.
Sound is not a factor, so Neo can roll a straight roll.
Oh,
anything you want to do to boost that as well, you can.
Fucking hell, Arwen.
Okay, let's just.
It's not gone well. Maybe we should have taken some time to better our stealth.
My stealth's +8.
I know. I mean, yeah. That there's no way you can just predict bad rolls and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, Selena's okay.
So Neo as well.
Neo. Hey, this.
5 groups. Okay. So
Neo.
stealth scores 13, 9, 29 from Klari, 14 from Arwen. Okay.
The 8, the final 8 is Neo. This fight just undone entirely. Fuck.
Fine, we might just be a squirrel.
And
Fine.
what is the save on your illusion spell?
17, I believe.
What is the save though?
So 2.
Is it intelligence, wisdom?
by it. So it's a successful intelligence investigation check against my soul save DC.
Okay.
It's not a, if it discerns what it is, you can see through the image as if it's not even there.
Okay. So, the scene as we see it. You guys are all spread out, crouched in trees, behind bushes, in cover. Everyone's tense, nervous. The forest is warm, but you're now even warmer. The tension of the moment. You're all sweating nervously in your armor. People are sort of fidgeting. Rangers are sitting there, bows half drawn. Do you want one question actually, sorry, in the middle of this. Do you want all your basically minions to remain ranged?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like they shouldn't have to get too involved if they don't want to. This thing is primarily after us.
Fine. That's fine. Okay. And are you happy with their placements?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You guys are waiting. People are nervous. Everyone's sweating. People are sort of fidgeting. Piper raises his wand and fires several fireworks into the sky. Lights flash. Sound blasts out. Take out the scroll. Read the incantation. You cast this illusion. You begin to wait.
This is it? Wait, I need to set my thing to long rest. So he does my spell. Go ahead.
A minute goes by. 2 minutes go by. People are looking around nervously at the sky, fidgeting, unsure what to do. 3 minutes. 4 minutes go by. Small rustle in the trees and a few birds flit about and the wind slowly gusts and the trees rustle. 5 minutes. 6 minutes. 7 minutes. There's tension. You're crouched behind bushes. A few people shift and have to sort of straighten their legs before ducking down again. 8 minutes. 9 minutes. Piper, you're starting to worry that this scroll's going to run out. And then you hear this roar on the wind, rushing as the incredible, huge mass of dragon flies in. The quiet tension is cut by screams as, almost before he even appears, this gout of sticky, globulous, poisonous sludge is blasted across a set of trees.
Oops.
It didn't work. I'm not sure the plan worked. Range from 50 gold and my dignity when I get back.
Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that is the right length. And that is on the wrong layer, it looks like. You guys can't see that, can you?
No.
Nope. Probably on G.
There we go. Let me just make this visible. So here you see this sticky, toxic layer of poisonous breath coat these trees. These guys need to make dex saves. Ooh, they might. I mean, that one failed, but that one.
Is this like technically in initiative order now, or can I move the Can I move the illusion?
This is basically what's going to kick off initiative.
Right, okay.
So he flies in, he uses his breath weapon attack and coats these trees, and this poisonous sludge is now sticking to the trees, and you hear the screams as these rangers are trying to move out of the way. A couple of them do move out of the way, but they're still going to take half damage. Last dice roller. Because I don't have enough d6 for this. And these are all guards, unfortunately. And so you hear the screams, and then you hear three.
Ranger.
No, that one's a guard. The rangers are the green ones.
Rangers of the green.
Yeah, and then the screams go silent very quickly.
That's fine.
Yeah, they are all killed by this breath weapon landing upon them. And then with a thud that shakes the trees, hits the ground, landing directly on top of your illusion.
Would I have a chance to change it?
No, this is him like coming in, breathing his breath weapon over these trees and smashing into the ground as if he was trying to flatten the four of you.
Oh shit.
And like looks around like expecting to like see or feel something. Realizes he's been tricked. And turns and like starts like
No.
And this is where you go, Piper, first in the initiative.
Do we get a surprise or not?
We'll come to that on your turns. Piper, you do not get surprise. You are not hidden well enough.
I do not get surprised. He has seemingly noticed that the illusion is...
Yeah, he's like crashed into the illusion and tried to physically use his bulk and weight to land on all of you.
Okay. At which point I'm going to cancel the illusion and instead cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay.
All these lights just start flaring in the middle of it, and I just like to think as the illusion sort of goes, all of the like illusions of all of us just sort of look up at him and go bye bye as they, and then suddenly just these lights.
What is the saving throw?
Wisdom save. DC 17.
Legendary resistance.
Ah, yeah, fucker! I knew that was coming.
Well,
I knew that was coming. Yeah, fuck. I knew that was coming. As a bonus action, I'm going to inspire Klari.
Okay.
Just with my mandolin out, casting that, and just sort of starts strumming like this very, very badass tune to almost like for Klari to go in a very dark and edgy, very, very quick tune for her to run in and fight this thing with, or shoot it with, either or. Ding, 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 ding.
Anything else on your turn? Any movement?
Nope. I am fine in this tree for now.
Okay. Right, we have guards next. So up first for red. Misses. Blue. Misses. And finally purple. Misses. As you shout go, and this dragon lands, there's this hail, there's this whooshing noise, this hail of arrows flies forth, and this clattering sound as it all just ding 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 ding, just clatters harmlessly off his armor.
Oh fuck!
You guys don't seem to have the power or the accuracy to find any weak points just yet.
These guys were a bad investment. No, they'll pull it.
Arwen.
Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
absolutely
Yeah,
mark
so
that man.
sorry, no, ignore me. Hunter's mark. And you're now concentrating on that.
Yes, I am. Let me put my little cog or timey thing over
Your
my
little
head.
clock on.
Oh, flipping it wrong one. Where's my clock? Oh, there it is. Bingo. Cool. Hunter's mark on
Mm-hmm.
obviously on him.
Yep.
That would be weird if it wasn't on him. And I'm gonna shoot a one of the +3 arrows.
Okay.
Oh, let's go.
So your bow, have you got that set up as a +1?
Yeah. It says that if you hover over it, it says +1 magic.
Okay.
So
You're adding 3 to all these rolls to hit, and 3 to all your damage rolls
Shit.
because
Okay.
they are +3 arrows.
18.
18 just hits.
Where the fuck is my thing? There it
it's
is.
fine. It'll be fine.
Splash. Splash.
That's actually
Oh wait.
6.
Cool.
No,
No.
he's taken no damage.
True. Damn it, everyone else.
So,
But the damage from Colossus Slayer is actually the extra damage from your arrows.
it is.
That's true.
this
That's true.
instance.
So just
So 15, 16, 17, 18.
and I'm going to do it again.
Okay, roll to hit. That will also hit. And you can have a Colossus Slayer on this one.
Let me wake up. I don't like this.
12, so another 19 damage.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Yes, Clay Winkle.
37 damage.
22, extra 22 damage. No, that was +3.
Yes, you are correct. So that makes that a nice round 40. Fucking hell.
Fucking hell, 40 damage
I did things.
on a row.
Okay, at the end of your turn,
Mine.
yes,
Oh.
it's going to take a legendary action.
Oh, please no.
Of course it is.
No one is affected by this, as it beats its wings furiously, but it then flies up to half its speed, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. It can just get nicely in here to... Doesn't like you, Piper.
No, he does not. But that is perfectly fine.
Neo's turn.
Neo's turn. Right, Neo, could I think of anything? The Neo is gonna sort of just drop 3 and then charge 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Now, can he see the dragon?
Yes.
Well, he will also cast Hunter's Mark, because I believe that's a thing he has.
It is.
So yeah, he will cast Hunter's Mark himself and get rid of a what's that? It's a first level spell slot, and he can see it. So why did I get rid of this character? And so he's going to fire his heavy crossbow from here. Going to try and do whatever damage he possibly can.
Okay.
Come on, Neo. Fuck Neo.
That just misses just with a thrum of the crossbow and the arrow. The bolt just disappears into the darkness.
Well, and that's Neo's turn.
Okay. Uxin's turn.
Am I like
Actually, before that, at the
Below
end of sorry, you were saying?
Am I in the tree or am I like on the floor?
That's up to you. Do you want to be in the tree?
Yeah, I figured I would probably be in the tree.
Okay.
If that gives me any kind of cover or any kind of anything. Or it just means that when I get hit, I'm going to fall out of a tree.
We shall see. Actually, before that, at the end of Neo's turn, he can use his final legendary action to make a tail attack. One of these guards. That's definitely going to hit. And the tail deals. I need some more dice. If I can actually roll these ones. 10. Yeah, 10. Yeah. So Oaken smashes his tail against one of the branches on the tree, and you see one of these guards is just like smeared across the trunk.
Oh, God.
Then it's going to be his turn. So he gets all of his legendary actions back. And he's going to make one claw attack against you first, Piper.
Of course he is.
24 to hit.
Yeah.
And so you take, oh, that's quite a lot of damage. 9 damage from this first claw attack.
Cool.
And actually, you can't reach the other guard with the claw, so the second claw can also go for you. That's a natural 1, unfortunately. So if you get sort of slashed by one of these claws, you like recoil back, and the trunk of the tree protects you from the second one. He's then going to make, turns around, he's going to make a bite attack against you, Klari.
Oh.
Which is an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, the bite is a bit worse. So 16 piercing damage as he turns around, he claws, and after like neck snaps around and grabs onto you temporarily, but you manage to like pull out to stop it fully gripping on, but you do take 16 points of piercing damage.
She was going to half of that kind of dodge.
Yeah, so it's only 8 piercing damage. Use your action. Okay, dodge. And that'll be the end of his turn.
Fantastic.
Klari, you're now up. Can you make, at the start of your turn, a Constitution saving throw?
What you did, I'm just going to
6. You take 10 poison damage. Being in such close proximity, you can see there's almost like this green haze constantly coming out of like his nose and lingering on his skin. There is this toxic presence in the air around him that just clings to him. And being in such a close proximity, it's hard to, like almost like hard to breathe as this gas starts to poison you. But it's your turn. You are within 10 feet.
Is he on the ground?
Yeah, he's currently like on the ground, he's like rearing up to slash at these trees. None of these trees are like massive giant trees.
Okay.
They're all, like maybe like 15, 20 feet tall. Maybe there's a couple that reach to sort of 30, but they're too slim at the top to provide you guys with sort of the cover you were looking for or the support you need.
I forgot to ask earlier, how does my new dagger belt work?
So your dagger belt, when you throw a dagger, it will, at the end of your turn, it will reappear on the belt.
On the belt. Okay.
We can easily say you've been testing that out in the meantime. So yeah, you like throw a dagger, it hits its mark, and then a couple of seconds later, is right back on the belt, and you can. The belt is designed so you can draw from the belt and throw without it taking any extra time.
Okay. That's cool. I'm gonna move behind the dragon. Would it be extra movement to get out of the tree?
Yes, climbing is double movement.
15. 10, 15. Or would it be there that I get advantage? Or is that I can't see where the squares line up? No, 1 over.
Yeah.
There?
Yes, actually, no, Klari, I'm sorry. Take back any damage you've taken except the poison damage. So you can get, because your stealth check was high enough, I'm sorry, I forgot this, that he didn't notice you.
I did think, like, wow, his perception is high.
Yes, sorry, yes. Your 29 was the only one that was good enough to be hidden.
It's just the 10.
Yeah.
Because that was on my turn. Can I use my reaction to uncanny dodge, or does that not work?
You don't need the poison damage, no, because it's like an
Oh.
additional effect. So
Yeah.
you still take the 10 poison damage, but you don't take the what was the tail attack, or sorry, the bite attack.
Cool.
Which means you can remain in the tree hidden and have advantage because you're still hidden.
Okay. Do I lose that advantage?
No, you don't lose that advantage by moving.
I'm still. Do I get, if I have advantage, I get my sneak attack?
Yes, you do. You will lose that advantage when you attack, because then you'll make him aware of your presence.
Yeah. That's okay. Okay, I'm going to attack from here then. Throw my dagger at him.
Yeah, so you have advantage on the first attack. That's back up to its +3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a 16 is gonna miss.
I should have got that. That's fine.
So like he struck out against this guy in the tree, and the whole tree shook as you were trying to line up this shot, and killing this ranger in the tree just offset the balance of the tree as it sways slightly, causing your throw to miss.
Hello there.
Missed.
Because I'm probably really dumb. And no, definitely dumb.
I am going. Way out of the tree. 15. 25. 35. I'm going to use my bonus action to hide in this tree, like behind the tree.
Okay, make another stealth check.
But whenever he says making a stealth check, you just have this slight grin. It's very, very subtle, but I've seen it
It's
now.
the one check.
Yeah, so you drop down, you dash across, and you try and hide it in a different spot. And for all intents and purposes, you believe you are hidden. End of your turn. He's going to use his legendary action use two of them to do wing attack again.
Oh wait, oh no, I gave Klari bardic inspiration on her.
Oh yeah.
I'm not. That allows you to roll a d10 and add it to whatever roll you make.
Oh, could I have added that to the attack roll?
You could have added it to an attack roll, yes.
Is it too late to do that now?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's too late. You've still got it.
Yeah, you've still got it for
Okay.
you still got it for like 10 minutes. So.
Yeah, it lasts for 10 minutes, and you have a single use of it, so you've still got it. You haven't lost it, but I'm going to say we're moving on.
That's fair.
Keep this rolling. So he's going to use wing attack, which is two loading actions. He beats his wings again. Stix, can you make a dexterity saving throw? And the guy in the tree with me is going to make a dexterity saving throw. He fails. Piper, sorry, thank you.
Oh, please. Yes!
You succeed.
Oh, he's moving away from me. My guy.
Okay, so you take no damage and are not knocked prone. You manage to grip onto this tree. This guy, however, takes, and we'll say an extra d6 because falling out of the tree, so that's 9. So he takes 9 damage and is prone as he falls out of the tree.
That damn falling out the tree.
Yeah, as he does not make his dex save against this, and then he's going to fly. What's his speed? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he's going to fly over. Actually, no, he's going to go. Yeah, he's going to go over here, and he's going to go up 10 feet as well. So flying 10 feet off the ground. But that's his action. Helena,
Hello.
what are you up to?
I would like to cast
Innovation.
That's the one. Innovation, please.
What does innovation do? And do I need to make a saving throw?
Yes. Can you make a dexterity save?
A dexterity save, okay.
A tendril of inky darkness reaches out from you, touching a creature you can see within range to drain life from it.
Okay.
What did you roll?
What's the save? DC?
16.
He passes.
Fuck off.
Are there any effects on a save?
On a failed save, on a successful save, the target takes 2d8 necrotic damage and the spell ends.
Okay, well, roll your damage.
I'm not happy about this.
10.
Couldn't
I'm
stop.
not happy about this at all. This could have lasted for 10 bloody minutes. No, 1 minute. A whole 10 rounds. But no. Fucking hell.
Fucking hell, lad. Fucking hell.
Next.
Okay, up next we have the Rangers. There's 2 groups of those. So we got pink. They're going to miss. And that purple. They're going to miss. Oh, yellow, sorry. Anyway. Again, so there's another like hail of arrows as he's like swoops through after beating his wings to move away from Piper. And you just hear sort of like a few of them like fly past and the clatter of it as they impact against his scales. You just hear him laugh. You'll have to do better than that. I will enjoy ripping your limb from limb.
Let's see.
Piper.
So Piper's going to be stood in this tree, watch him fly away. She's going to say, "You want a changeling? Fine, I'll be a fucking changeling." I'm going to jump out of the tree, and as I jump out of the tree, I'm going to turn myself into a giant ape with polymorph. So I use it up. polymorph spell. I am now a giant ape. Make me huge.
Do. Fucking hell.
Fuck yes. I would have jumped this way, sort of out of his range, and then I'm going to move 5. Oh yeah, 5, 10, 15. About here.
Okay.
I don't wanna do a Luke because obviously I've used my action to cast polymorph, so I can't attack, can I?
Nope.
Yeah. So I am now a giant ape. My cloak sort of formed the skin, turned into a giant ape.
Mm-hmm.
Bunga bunga.
Okay.
Sweet. And before I do that, can I have more than one bardic inspiration on people at a time? I think I've
On
got
the same person, I'm not sure. On different people, yes.
on different people. Yes. Okay.
Yes, because
Apologies.
your bardic inspiration is a thing you spend and give to them, and they are then inspired for 10 minutes.
Within 60 feet. Is anyone within 60 feet of me? So would anyone have been? So I was here.
This would be something you would have had to have done before you polymorphed.
Yeah. No, I'm doing.
So I don't believe anyone other than Cleric
Oh.
is within 60 feet of you, unless you want to inspire
Neo
one of the rangers.
Feet of there. 5, 15, 20,
I would be.
25, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. He is within 60
Was here.
Oh,
Space.
done that.
He is exactly on 60 feet of that space.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Also, yeah, just sort of before I jump, just sort of in midair, just bring and hopefully look at. I'm still a woman as well, so
Good
just
lord.
sort of give just a big strum of the mandolin, a wink to Neo, and have a D10, my good man.
Neo is deeply
who will fucking need it because this thing hasn't landed on the ground. He's just running around with his heavy crossbow. Like, just fucking land. He's so off that up. What the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a giant ape now.
Okay.
Come on.
So, the guard's turn. Got red. Misses. Blues. Stop rolling where I can't see. Hits.
Hallelujah.
So, how many blues are left?
1. Oh no,
Two.
it's lost.
Hallelujah.
Full damage for them, so the average damage. You see these arrows strike home eventually, having shuddered and shaken, and then purples also hits, and there are 3 of them left, so another 15 damage. So you see now these arrows, like as he flies up, sort of exposes his like less protected side maybe, and you see a few of these arrows strike home.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Okay. Owen.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, what a treat. Okay, kapow.
Oh.
Just.
Ah, boy.
Oh yeah, with +3 on top of that. Yeah. Oh.
Boom.
So 10,
Boom.
11, 12, 13 damage.
Boys.
That'll hit.
And boom. 13, 14, 15, 16,
18. Another 18. Arwen. Where was Arwen?
Dead.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Funny that. God, I love being Arwen. She's good now.
Okay. In that case, Neo's turn.
Neo will charge for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'll come around here. And he will, once again, fire with his heavy crossbow. Because, I mean, fuck else is he going to do? Unless, does he have any good spells? I mean, oh, he could cast haste on himself to actually be able to do something useful.
But then you might get eaten.
That's true.
We don't want to
I'll tell you what, he will cast. Yeah. Okay. So where was he? He was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Could he actually go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? Oh, he still can't reach it, but he's going to go there, and he's going to fire off a shot with his crossbow. He's still got. Oh yeah, he should have a little clock.
Oh, he should have cover.
Clock face. And yeah, he'll shoot a hand crossbow shot for now, and he will help out others next turn. But for now,
okay. Roll to hit.
Nope, that was Hunter's Mark. Not heavy crossbow. 14.
That will not hit. I'm afraid.
Brush dice. Fuck. He's still a bit weirded out by.
Yeah.
Weirded out by Thingy pretending to be his wife. It's getting weird now.
Only now?
Piper's in his dreams now. Fuck's sake, Neil. Alright. Then that's him.
Okay. Uxin's turn.
Don't like it.
Legendary action back. And he can go. Oh, let's have a look. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Oh, yeah, he's got all the movement he likes to make it up to here. Where still sort of, a little bit of up and down to get around the trees. Where everyone is in a nice line.
Oh, love it.
Can one guard or one ranger, Neo and Piper as an ape, make a dexterity saving throw?
Oh no, I'm not the right thing here to make dex saves. How much health do they have? Oh, 157. I'm fine.
1, 2, 3,
157. So dex save, I have +2. Yeah, I have +2 to this saving throw.
Okay, well, I'll roll into the guard. Passes, so he's going to take half.
Oh! 18!
18. Just passes. And
oh yeah, Neo's going to need to roll. Neo's going to die. Neo's going to die. Neo's going to die. Dexterity save. He has +3 to this save.
he also passes. So
Alright.
both take half damage. Everyone's taking half damage.
Oh, yay.
Oh, that's a shite roll.
That's not a good roll. That's
So everyone takes
1, 2, 3,
14 damage.
That's 5 2s. That's 5 2s,
And
man.
2 1s.
And 2 1s. Oh, that's so sad. 14 damage, you say?
Yeah.
Neo, yeah, so he'll take 14 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And he needs to make a con save for Hunter's Mark. He fails. He no longer has Hunter's Mark. Neo, you bitch. Piper, now this is the interesting one. Piper needs to make one. I make this as a...
As an ape, yes.
Oh, for actual fuck's sake.
So Piper, you just.
Oh, Piper, man, you just...
And we'll say you were right in the middle of where you were, which unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Is right in the middle of the line.
Yes.
This guy is a ranger, so he actually survives taking 14 damage.
Cool.
That's his turn. Klari, what would you like to do?
Just fucking kill him.
Has anyone actually done any damage?
Yeah, Arwen's done like
Owen's
40.
done a fuckload of damage to him.
Arwen's done 40 and some of the rangers have done some damage, but right now, he's... I wouldn't say tearing us apart, but...
I mean, if you want to, you can use a bonus action to make a medicine check to try and see how he's doing.
JJ,
Yes, man.
question.
Yes.
Damage that I took, was that as a giant ape, or
Yes.
was that...
So all that damage is to the giant ape. You then fail the concentration save and turn back into Piper.
Cool, I have lost no hit points.
If the damage was... So say as an ape, you had... Let's just say hypothetically, you've been an ape for a long time and you had 11 hit points.
Yeah, and
You'd
then
have
it
taken
went...
11 as the ape and then 3 as Piper.
Yeah.
As the
Okay, cool.
reverted back. But
So
losing
he would have...
concentration, all the damage is done.
He would have had to do 158 points of damage in one round, which is just insanity.
I'm just waiting for Griffin to do that in the PvP next week.
Yeah. Or just against one of the many undead I threw up.
Yeah. And like you guys saw when you fought Uxin in the cave, these toxic, poisonous sludge breath weapon attacks linger before, like, the first one is beginning to soak away, but it takes a while for it to like soak away into the ground and be absorbed. So it's still hanging around. Piper, you're still like covered in bits of it, like standing in goop. What would you like to do, Klari?
I'm gonna throw my dagger again.
Okay. You have
Um,
advantage because you were hidden.
Oh!
Oh!
Fuck yeah.
However, you are more than 20 feet away, so you have disadvantage, which just makes it a straight roll. However, you don't get your sneak attack because you technically don't have advantage on the roll.
I thought you could throw things further than that.
Daggers
Yeah.
you can throw have a short range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet.
Oh, that's my bad.
Yeah, so, yeah, anything over 20 is with
So
disadvantage.
you do hit him, but unfortunately, you don't get sneak attack as you don't have advantage on the roll and there's no ally within 5 feet.
That shit is
Yeah,
about
so
to
good.
change. Yeah, why is Neo so massive?
Why is there a massive Neo there?
I don't know.
Who put a massive Neo there?
Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Where did that come from?
Doubt.
11 damage. That's a good damage roll. You throw this dagger.
They keep
My
running.
pen's running out. No, not my lovely pen.
We have disadvantage. But...
So you throw this dagger, hucking it a really long way as he flies in the air, sort of moving up and down. You manage, it strikes home. You see him sort of like, as he's breathing his breath weapon, there's like his hitch, and he's like, and like almost like chokes for a second, and recoils back in, and then poof, there's like this puff of smoke, and the dagger is back on your belt.
I am then going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and bonus action hide again. And
Okay, roll another stealth check.
Don't roll a 1. Roll that instead,
even if I
Chantal.
rolled a 1, it would still be a 14.
So yeah, you dash into the tree, and for all intents and purposes, like, you are now the tree. Like you find a really good like set of branches to hide yourself behind. That just it's like having a weird like in like a cartoon where suddenly the lamp is Bugs Bunny shaped, except the lamp has always been Bugs. The tree has always been Clary shaped, and she just perfectly fits behind it. Yeah, there ain't no finding anyone with that.
It's that thing where you walk behind it's actually like a really skinny tree and you should be able to see her.
Or she really just stood there going, aha, if I can't see you, you can't see me, motherfucker.
Okay. You can use 2 legendary actions to do wing attack once more. Guard fails his save, unfortunately. Is pushed out of the tree, lands in the poisonous sludge, and dies. And then he's going to go 5,
Oh, dear.
15, 20,
God.
25. He's going to get on the other side between these 2 guards.
I don't. Without these people, we would so be dead.
Move?
Yeah, as a bonus, as a legendary action, he can he beats his wings furiously, causing people around him to have to make a save, or they get like pushed down and knocked prone. He can then move half his speed without provoking an attack opportunity. As a legendary action.
How many legendary actions can he have?
Yes, 3, and then on his turn he gets them all back again.
Oh, fucking hell.
So that's what he does at the end of Clary's turn. Helena, what are you doing? Also, I'm aware we are nearly at 11 o'clock.
Yes, I mean, yeah, we did start a little bit late, but
I know.
probably call it at the end of this round.
Okay, so Helena and then the Rangers will go, and then we shall pick this up next week.
Or I will turn into a giant ape again, pick him up, and drop him on
17.
Bane style.
Yeah. Yeah, 7, he hasn't got any cover. 17 will just hit.
Do I put, yeah.
10.
10. That sucks big balls.
10 on the first one.
Ah, fuck.
16 misses, unfortunately.
Yeah, I only get 2.
Mm-hmm.
Big side moments. Yep, that's good. I'm good.
Okay. So, finally we have the Rangers. 2 groups of 3. So we'll have these guys go first. They miss, and these ones will go. They also miss. So unfortunately, there's quite a lot of cover in the way. They're quite far away. The Rangers, on the southern and eastern edges of this combat. Unfortunately, cannot make their shots.
He's used 2 legendary resistances so far. Has
1.
one.
Used 1 against your hypnotic pattern.
Right. Okay. I thought I heard him use 1 before. Never mind. Okay.
And that will be where we call it for the session.
And we are not we have some range in this group, but it's just like it's a good thing we got these archers in to do something.
They haven't
Good.
done anything.
They've done 25
I mean-
damage.
25?
Yeah.
Like what I've done.
I know. You're putting them to shame.
Yeah.
You're putting everyone to shame, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Come on.
so pissed off at the giant ape failure. That was going to be the coolest fucking thing.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about polymorph.
Yeah, that's why I ran away from him, because I was like, oh, if I get close to him, he's going to do the wing attack and it's going to hit me. So if I run away from him, heal. But I didn't think we were in a line. That was so stupid. Could have, I don't know, maybe stuck underneath the trees, whatever.
Unfortunately, he got his breath weapon back quickly,
Yeah.
so it's one of those things, like, the breath weapon can make or break a fight with a dragon.
I mean, yeah, like, I've read stories. I think I read a story last week about a guy, a group of people who were doing their big bad great worm from Fizban's, but it just never got it used its breath weapon on the first round and then never back at all. And it just
that surprises me, because I think the great worm's breath weapon might even be like on a 4.
Yeah, I think he said like it was about a 5-round fight, and it obviously had it in the first round and then rolled like a bombs.
Oh no, their breath weapon is still on a 5 and a 6. But that's a 33% chance to get it back on a turn. So unfortunate.
I reckon you could do it if you had a Tiamat, and if you roll a d6, and on a 1, none of the heads get the breath weapons back, but on a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, each different head gets a breath weapon. That'd be pretty.
2, only one of them would get it back. 3, 2 of them would get it back.
No. You assign a head to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right, and so depending on what it rolls,
that's
the one that gets it back.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Well, you're running a Tiamat B-Bag in our campaign, Ben, so I will leave you to have some fun figuring that out.
I kind of wish I'd never said that. That does sound pretty sick, to be fair. All right, well, I'm going to head off. I'm up tomorrow. Thank you very much, Jojo, for the session. That was a very, very good session. We got so much done that session.
It was really good.
It was crazy.
We haven't been in combat for a couple of weeks, so it's nice to get into this. But a really nice, some nice RP moments. You guys got a lot of support. Like, it was quite difficult convincing people to fight dragons. So.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, see you guys later. Abby, see you next week, and JJ, see you on Thursday evening.
See you Thursday evening.
All right.